Howdy friends, thanks for checking back in today. Figured I would do another video on my Canyon. I've had it now for almost 3 weeks, and figured I would do a video on the 5 things that I like about the Canyon and that I've been just picked up on so far. So the number one thing for me was the size of the interior of the cab, and just, you know, the seat size, because, you know, I'm not a small guy by any means. So that's one thing that concerned me with the truck. That's a mid-size, I'd say, truck versus a full size. And me being 5'8", 260-ish on a good day, the seats really sit well. I took the first trip in it. We took it to Ocala, which if you've never been from Tallahassee to Ocala, that's about a 3-hour trip. So it was about, I want to say it was about 500 miles round trip or so, somewhere in that nature. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was me, a friend of mine, James. We rode in here comfortably. Had, as you can see in the back, I'll open up here, we had 2 of our disc golf carts that were this size with no problem sitting in the seat. Had a cooler in the bed, and then just really still had plenty of room and comfort for the drive. So that was number one. I had to have plenty of room in a truck because just didn't want to feel cramped. So the next thing to me, number 2 on my list, was the ride. And what I mean by the ride is, you know, how smooth it handled as I was riding down the road. I mean, it was very quiet in the cab. Didn't have any issues with road noise. Just very smooth all the way up and down the interstate. Even on some of the bumpy roads I've taken that were dirt roads getting to the disc golf course. And so I was very impressed there. It drove very true and smooth on the interstate. I mean, I had it, you know, set the cruise on the way down there at 72 and just no issues. If it needed to go, it went. Just got up out of traffic if I needed to. So the next thing for me is a really big one, is the air conditioning. I've been in vehicles where the air just doesn't really perform as well. This one is really good. I can set the controllers. I'll get in here and switch that on so you can see the controllers. So as you can see in the GMC, I mean, it's a different dude every time. Cam McDonald is a big one. So as we can see here in the GMC, the controllers are kind of electronic. So you have different bars as it goes up by the speed, and you can also set the temperature. So that was a really big thing to me. I just noticed that in other vehicles, just can't get it to go, you know, cold enough. And this one is really cold. I mean, so most of the time I'm driving around, it's set on this here, on just the number 1 setting, and that blows plenty cold. Usually have it set on 67, 68, and it just stays really cool in the truck with no issues, even on the hottest days so far, which we haven't hit a lot of hot days yet here in Florida. That will be coming in the next couple of months. We're finally slipping into our slight fall. That's about all we ever get. So anyhow, I was very impressed with electronic controls being able to accurately select the temperature that I needed to be inside the truck. The next is gas mileage. I will switch it here. This is, as you can see now on the truck, I'm at 806 miles is what I've put on it so far. pulled it off the lot. I think I was the first one to drive it. It had 3 miles on it when I got it off the lot, and so far the gas mileage has been really well. This was another point, the reason why I chose this vehicle was I really needed to get good gas mileage, and I looked at other ones. I looked at F-150s, I looked at the full-size Silverados and Sierras, and it just really came down. The most important to me was being able to get a good gas mileage all the time. I know that the F-150 with the EcoBoost probably gets about the same gas mileage. I just really felt to myself I did not need that bigger truck. It is a larger truck, and it's just more than what I really need. For me, this one's easier to get up and in and out of. Especially, it does have factory, or I should say, they're not factory, so to say, but Earnhardt put these on the truck, the steps to get in and out of the truck. So it just made it really much easier for me to get in and out. So far, the truck has been performing well with the gas mileage. You can see right now it's about 18.6, with me only driving about 5 miles one way to work. I've been averaging between 18.6 and up to as high as 21. Really depends on how I drive it. On my way down to Ocala a couple weeks ago, I was getting 24 to 25 miles to the gallon. I have seen it get as much as 27, of course, on the readout here on the truck. So, you know, that was one of the things that I really liked about it, was being able to get that good miles per gallon driving around. So that made it affordable in the long run. So just to kind of give you some overviews too, this is the radio system that comes stock in it. It does have a touch screen. It comes with Android Auto and CarPlay. It does have the ability to connect your phone to it, of course, and it does have built-in Wi-Fi if you need it, and OnStar service. And then here is the display for the radio. Does have Sirius XM in it. I'll have it for a couple more weeks and then it'll go away. So it does have a good sound. I've been pretty impressed with it. Even driving down the highway, it it has a clear sound. Even at higher speeds you can hear it. So let me go ahead, I'll click in real quick like to my Android Auto. We'll show it. So here, of course, when I first hook into it, it's going to automatically go to Waze, which is my preferred choice of navigation, seeing how I am a Waze multi-state manager and editor with them. I do have the ability to make changes as I see fit to the map in this area. So anyway, we'll go back here. This is some of the other things that comes preloaded with Android Auto. Of course, you have your phone, your calendar, podcast that you can do. It'll also play other apps that play music, and does a really good job. It does have the My GMC where you can use the app to remote start it. So that's a few of the things that I have been thoroughly impressed with this truck. You see some of the other controls we'll put right down here. They come with all-weather GMC mats. It does have black interior, which I like because it doesn't show dirt as much. So anyway, that's where we're at here. So just to kind of give some overview here, this is my first time ever owning a Canyon, and I've been kind of impressed. So there's going to be a lot of small videos I plan on doing for this truck coming up in the near future, just to go over some things that, of course, that as I go along, what I like about it. And I'll probably do another video here shortly of 5 things that or more that I may not like about it. I may not be able to even come up with 5. So far, I've only come up with about 2 or 3 in my head. So do have some other things I'm going to be doing also. I've got some add-ons I'm going to do. One of the big things I don't like is the headlights that GM put in this vehicle. They're terrible. I hate halogen headlights. I can't see, especially as I get older. Just not bright enough. So I've already ordered a pair of last fit LED headlights, and it's going to be a little bit of a chore to install those. You have to take apart the passenger side underneath the the hood to install the headlights. So it's going to be a little bit of work. Take me about 15 so minutes to get that done, but that'll be a future video, which is nice. It's always good to have more content that you can add to your channel. So that will be one of them. And of course, when I add those headlights, I'm not being sponsored by anybody to add their product, but maybe they'll see it and enjoy it and see how good it looks on my truck. So the other thing I have coming up, as if you've listened to my channel at all, when you first come into it and it shows the screen, you'll hear some Morse code in the background. That's because I am a ham radio operator. So I will be installing a Yaesu FT400 coming up soon. It'll be mounted right over here beside me with a gooseneck mount, and also be installing a antenna that will go into the bed stake pocket on the back of the truck, so I don't have to drill in anything into the truck to mount the antenna. So that's coming up. That'll be something else to do, and I'll have a video coming up on that. So anyhow, I appreciate everybody that stops by my channel. While you're here, please go ahead, go down there and subscribe to this channel, like this video, and hit the notification bell. It really helps me out. And also, please, any feedback, if there's something else you want to see about this truck, about disc golf, about me smoking meat occasionally, whatever it is, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm always looking for new things to show on my channel, and anything I can help anybody out with. So this is where we sit with this for now. And if just really if you could subscribe to the channel, that would help me out a lot. So and watch the videos, because that really helps in the YouTube analytics. So anyhow, just want to thank y'all again for stopping by, and as always, just want to say thanks to all the veterans and the first responders out there. Thanks for all you do to keep us safe, and until next time, we'll see you then. Take care and God bless.